When the adaptation is better than the original, who's to blame? Is it the craftiness of the original piece that propelled its success, or is the adaptation's flexibility to turn a mediocre product into something generational? This is something I experienced after indulging in both the comic Fables and its predecessor, The Wolf Among Us. Now, this is a comic channel, but I knew when I first played The Wolf Among Us, it was going to be special after the very first episode. And after playing the entirety of the game, it noted it was based on a comic series I never heard of. And well, I love comics, so I decided to grab it. And although it was a great series, it was nowhere near the experience I had just previously before. But to understand the game, you must understand the comic. The comic Fables takes place in this wondrous little section of New York City in a pocket called Fabletown. It hosts fables from human fairy tales, long thought to be fiction, but they're real. They were driven out by a force called the Adversary, forcing them to reside in Fabletown of New York. Now, as we know, a lot of fables are not human or cannot take human form. Therefore, they have to buy something called glamours that casts a temporary spell to make them look like something they're not. For example, human, of course. If they cannot afford these or do not want to participate in that, they're sent to the farm, an establishment far, far away where animal fables can live. That is the main premise of the comic and information you need to know as we discuss. So we're introduced to Big B Wolf, the big bad wolf in our fairy tale land. Big B as in big bad, you get it? Never mind. We're introduced to this town and this neon purple comic book style that I've grown to love. Bigby is a detective in our fictional world and he looks, well, tired of life. He is doing a check on Toad, and Toad has not been wearing his glamours to make him appear human. He argues that it's only gone up in price, almost being not even affordable. And Bigby gives him a warning until we hear a strange noise up the stairs. A noise we investigate. You know, we're not starting off strong. Everybody knows if you see or hear something like that, you take off. We open the door to see a man and a woman fighting, and we immediately press on the man called the Woodsman. Now, if you don't know, a little fairy tale lore. The Woodsman is a man who saved the grandma and Little Red Riding Hood by cutting open the big bad wolf's stomach after he ate him. So they got some history, but that's in the past, you know, right? The woman's named Faith, and she spits on the Woodsman, causing him to get angry and headbutt our boy Bigby. So, you know, we put the beats on him. Kinda. We went through a wall and landed on Toad's car. You know, Toad just cannot win this time, ending with Faith putting an axe through the Woodman's head. And then she starts robbing bro's pockets just to find out his pockets are like mine. Broke. Then we get to talk to her, finding out some background information. We asked where she works and...
These lips are sealed. Sorry.
Okay, I guess that's a little too personal. And then just asked if we like her ribbon. All right, stop trying to change the subject. But yes, I like the ribbon. But she tells us she is trying her best, and it's obvious that she works for some type of mafia that she owes money to, inferring that she is hooking up with the Woodsman for money. Bigby realizes this and gives her absolutely nothing. All right, I might have given her some money. You know, I can't help it, man. I can't. And before she leaves, we need a statement from her, and we tell her to meet us back at our office, with her saying, "It's fine, I'll just go to your place."
Oh, say less.
We are walking to our spot, and Beauty from Beauty and the Beast pops up out the trees and is leaving, but won't tell us where. Yo, what's with people not telling us anything? And she says she's not even going to tell Beast, her husband. So we go inside, and we immediately run into Beast, and he asks where Beauty has been, and well, we snitch. Come on, we ain't no L-mans. We get back to our room, and there's a pig just chilling in there. You know, no big deal. Wait, is that the pig from Three Little Pigs? We go to sleep, and we get a knock on my door. Faith has finally come to give her statement. Bigby opens the door, and it is Snow White. Even better. She seems panicked and directs us outside to a jacket just laying there. But in a dramatic sequence, we uncover what is under the jacket, and it's Faith's head. Oh my goodness, bro. My girl. But we investigate a little, and we find the ribbon in her mouth with a ring attached. We go to our main office headquarters to inform the mayor and research the fable behind Faith. And the mayor is, The mayor is Ichabod Crane, and he kind of just says fix it and moves on. We find the Book of Fables, and she is Donkey Skin, the most beautiful girl in the world, but had to hide her appearance to escape grave danger because, well, all the guys wanted her. She's married to Prince Lawrence, so we go to the mirror for some clues. Now, the mirror is the one on the wall that sees it all. Ooh, mirror on the wall, that's it. All right, I'm done. But we see that the Woodsman is at a local bar, and how is he still alive? I don't know, but fables are pretty tough, I guess. Faith's dad is a pile of bones. Faith, well, the mirror just said this again.
Through powerful magic, her whereabouts concealed. Unfortunately for you, these lips are sealed.
And Prince Lawrence is in trouble. Okay. And Toad ends up calling later saying that someone is searching the woodsman's apartment. So we get the option to either go to Toad's apartment to investigate the original crime scene or see how we can help Prince Lawrence to maybe save his life. I chose Toad's apartment. Look, this is the original crime scene and the woodsman is suspect number 1. So we go there to investigate Toad's apartment and something is off. And he changes his story and is now saying no one has been there. And I could tell he's hiding something. So, forget a warrant, Bigby and Snow just barge in. And well, everything is messed up. Toad is very persistent on not saying anything, so we almost slap him until he talks. And turns out Tweedledee or Dumb, he doesn't know who because they're twins, came in to investigate the same crime and is looking for the woodsman's axe. Now, why would they be looking for that? And also, why are they pursuing the same crime? Especially if the head was left on our doorstep. No one else should know unless he is involved. Next, we go to Prince Lawrence's house and he doesn't answer. Oh my goodness, don't tell me. Yep, he's dead. That's my bad. He was shot in the chest, stabbed, I don't know. He was killed by someone and they tried to make it look like it was him that killed himself. But when we investigate, we don't find much until we open the closet and one of the Tweedles jump out and starts just dipping. So we turn on the jets and we hawk him down. But once we got him, his brother comes up and nails us in the face. We get knocked out and Snow wakes us up. We decide to go to the bar where the woodsman was walking in at the mirror all that time ago and take a taxi there. It's here we get to talk to Snow and let's just say it was awkward.
Thanks
I
for
wish
you.
there was.
Come on, Bigby, lock in. Well, I'm playing Bigby. Yo, I need to lock in. We reach the bar and I inform Snow that this would get messy and she should not be here for this. So I go in and everyone already hates us. But we don't see the woodsman and the bartender just says,
Nope. And he doesn't tell me when to tell you to fuck off.
like, yo, watch who you talking to, gang. I'm still trying to make conversation and she just goes,
Fuck you. A word's getting out.
all right, yo, one more time and I'm gonna blow this whole thing down. Like a house made of straw, stop playing with me. But from the looks of it, the woodsman has been here. And they say the opposite until he gets out the bathroom. And immediately the other two look at him like, yo, this guy. We get to talk to the woodsman for a little. He tells us that he was gonna rob Faith. He even said that he went to the Little Red Riding Hood's house to rob her grandmother all those thousands of years ago. So, as a token of forgiveness, I decided to click the option to glass him. Oh, damn. My bad. He knew nothing about the murder. And honestly, this is where I became confused because he honestly seemed genuine. I mean, look at his face. But then the other random drunk guy stood up talking about
This fucking lapdog.
and he is ready to scrap. And boy, I was waiting for this. He immediately turns into some type of skinwalker and I was just thinking we are cooked. And then the troll lady turns into a troll. And then I'm just like, well, I'm fried. He hits me good and is beating the dog shit out of me. But what they forgot is that I'm a wolf. So I get my claws out and I start putting the beats on him. Beats by Dre in specific. And they give me the option to tear off his arm or be a good fable and spare him. As I finish, one of the Tweedles walk in and he sees me and immediately runs out. But as he runs out, so does the woodsman. So I have a choice of who to follow. And here's my thought process. I just had this combo with the woodsman and I think he's innocent. And Tweedledee or Dumb, I don't know, they knocked me out. So you already know who I'm after. And I catch him with ease, tying him to a pole on the ground because cops are all over my house by the office. And by a lot of cops, I mean a lot. But why are they there? I slowly walk up to my front door, and as they uncover what the cops are looking at, I see Snow White's head at our doorstep, just like how Faith's was. What is happening? And now we have 2 bodies. And just like that, the episode ends. And that's episode 1 to The Wolf Among Us, one of my favorite games of all time. And if you liked it and want to see a part 2, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on. My comic, it's available on pccomics.com. Go get it for yourself. And I appreciate anybody who supports my comic making journey. And last but not least, follow the Instagram and peace.